Well, good morning. How are you doing? Good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is. This is Rod Henry, your professor for Business Administration 3751, International Marketing. And what I want to do right now is just give you a quick introduction to me and then a quick introduction to the course. Again, if you have more questions about the project, about the course, we've got a frequently asked questions part of the discussion section. You have to go there. It's better if you post your questions there rather than emailing me directly. That way everyone can see them. Okay, what's the course about? Well, a long time ago, I had an undergraduate degree in Arabic studies from SUNY Binghamton. And I wanted to go see some part of the Arab world that hadn't been too developed, so I went to a place called Yemen. Actually, it was North Yemen then, just half of the country that we have now. And it really was not what we would consider a developed economy. Fairly simple distribution systems that have been around for hundreds of years, not a lot of foreign products, sporadic introduction of foreign products, that sort of thing. And I was there for 2 years as a volunteer with the U.S. Peace Corps. Then I spent a year and a half doing various projects, consulting, etc., for international agencies, U.S. government. Some of the jobs I did were translation, guide type things. And one day I was in front of the great post office in Sana'a, and here comes a fellow Japanese businessman, suit, tie, all that. He had seen me talking with the locals, asked if I spoke the local dialect, which I did, and then asked if I would be interested in helping him tour the city. I said, what for? Well, it turned out he was from the trading house that sold the Toshiba products internationally. And he needed someone to go around with him to all these little stores to see how they were selling Toshiba products. Toshiba had not formally had a plan to sell products in Yemen, but they discovered that a lot of their products were ending up there. So this was my first marketing research study, and it was in an international context. And after I'd been with this fellow for a while, I thought, I can do that. So that's how I got interested in getting an MBA in business in marketing from Syracuse, and then ultimately teaching in the field of business administration. So what are we going to do? In this course, we're going to put together a kind of a general bunch of information for all of us to use, a country notebook. Not the complete one. If you look in your text, you'll see there's an appendix about coming up with a country notebook that you're going to use to do an individual marketing plan. It's summer. We don't have a lot of students in the class, so I'm not going to have you do an individual one. Instead, here's how it's going to work. We're going to put together a bunch of information. We're going to gather a bunch of information on our country of interest this semester. And this semester, it's Poland. Why? Poland's in the news. It's a country whose economy has undergone a lot of changes. People have a variety of perceptions about Poland. In any event, so what we're going to do is we're going to study Poland, and what's going to happen is, about every other week, you're going to be required to post something individually in the discussion section for people to use. Now, what you're going to use is going to correspond to different sections in the country notebook guide in the back of your text. So if you don't have your text, you want to get that right away, and you want to start studying those things. I'm going to give you assignments, and you're going to see your name next to a particular section, and you have to put that out there. And you're going to have to put that out there not on Sunday night before the next week begins, but at the end of the week, so that other students have a chance to see it, react to it, say, so what, think about it. You're also going to be assigned a product individually that you will then do the last part of it for. So again, to kind of give you the big overview of how it works with a project, which is 40% of your grade, what you're going to do is you're going to have this bunch of information everyone has collected. Everyone's done that. And once you have that information, you're going to look at it from the perspective of your product, your organization, and say, okay, is it possible, how does my product fit into this context? And what you'll discover is that not all products are created equal in the realm of international marketing. Some go very well with some cultures, some go very well some don't go so well with other cultures, etc. But that's the way it works. And hopefully that's what you're going to see as the summer session goes on. So have at it. If you have questions, remember, post them in that FAQ section in the discussions page. Have fun.